Yo, yo, yo. I don't know if you can hear me. Nobody's in here yet, but I'm trying to use these mics to see if this works with the live chat. We'll see though. It has definitely been a while since I've done a live, so I'd be so surprised if anybody. Well, I know somebody's gonna join, but you know, we'll see. Hopefully the audio's gonna cooperate and I'm not gonna accidentally click off of the live stream like I normally do. Always have technical difficulties with these things. I try to wane myself off of technology as much as possible, but when you're a content creator, you kind of have to, you know, utilize technology. The irony, right? Yeah, we're just chatting and chilling. I can see the chat, so if you got any questions about, I don't know, the upcoming trip, van life, hiking, just let me know. GG, hello. Can you hear me? Cause all right. So I'm using my little mic, and this is my first time using it on the live, so I don't know if it's gonna pick up, but it seems connected. So just let me know if you can hear me and if the audio sounds okay. But hello, let me get you back up on the screen. Hello, Tracy. Uh-oh. All right. I'm gonna stop touching things. Because usually during my lives, I end up like trying to scroll up on the chat and I click out of the whole thing and then the video freezes. And then everybody's like, what happened to James? James fat fingered something and exit off the live. So, but what's up, y'all? let me just say, I am super excited about this West Coast trip. Super nervous. I may be just slightly more than nervous, but this has been a long time coming. Like, that was my whole goal when I first built out this van, was to make it to the West Coast, to see the country, to travel, to hike. That was the very reason I wanted to do it. And now that time has come, and I'm ecstatic. I'm also nervous because my van, the temperature sensor, like, that tells you like if the van's running hot or not, does not work. My speedometer gauge does not light up, so at night I have to shine like a light on it to see like the speed. I have no AC, um, and I have replaced most things, so I'm pretty sure this bad boy is gonna just, be good and take the trip no problem. It's just little things like that I kind of like want to know, like the temperature of the engine driving through the desert. But we'll see though. We will see. And also, I'm thinking about like once get to the desert, drive at night more so. But I would also like to see the desert, and I would like to, get out and walk around a little bit. I don't know what the desert's like at night. I don't know what the desert's like in the daytime. I've never been. The East Coast is all I know. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. Y'all probably gonna laugh at me because my little small town country butt is gonna be like, whoa, my eyes gonna be like, saucers. It's gonna be fun though. It's gonna be great. But how y'all doing tonight? I hope y'all had like a wonderful day. You're staying cool if it's warm where you are. Um, oh yeah, when am I going? I don't believe I ever stated when I'm going. In 2 months, I think. At the end of July. Let's just say that. At the end of July, after the Firefly Gathering, I'm teaching there. Um, so like probably like 2 3 days after that, we're zipping over to Colorado. Um, my thing is like I'm debating if I should leave straight from Western North Carolina and just go and meet my friends when they decide to come out like a couple days later, or just come back this way and possibly have to go back. That's like double gas. So I don't know. We'll figure that out. Hello, Shaletta. Hello from Texas. Yo, Texas. All right. I don't know how Texas is, but is it hot, like extremely hot in Texas? So I don't think I'm going through there. Maybe we may go through Texas. I'm not sure though. I have a friend that lives in Austin, Texas. So I was debating on if I should like, you know, go to Texas. But I don't know. It depends on like the funds and, you know. So we'll see. I'm just going to go and go as far and as much as I can with the funds that I have, and we'll figure it out from there. That's my whole plan. Not really planned out a lot. But we're just gonna go and see what happens. What up, Phil? Alright, let's see. Uh-oh. What's up, Free Perception? Yeah, it's been a while. I haven't live streamed in a while. And I do apologize ahead of time if I touch something on the screen and the screen freezes or the live ends, because I use my phone and the chat's very small, so I have to scroll up on the chat, and I usually end up like fat fingering something, and yeah. So if that happens, that's what happened, and I'll be right back on the live. All right. Oh, that's not hot. Not too bad. I can deal with 84. And also, is Texas humid? I do want to know that. Marnie, what's up, Marnie? What are you teaching at Firefly? So, for my first ever class that I'm teaching in person, I'm gonna be teaching the art of fire making with a ferro rod. So, I'm gonna have the students, like, I'm gonna explain everything, what a ferro rod is, how it works, what makes fire, what makes a good fire, like the chemical makeup of fire, all that stuff, so they can have like a better understanding. And then I'm gonna have them go out and collect their own like firewood and fire starting material, like the needle, pencil, thumb size. So they're gonna learn all that. And then we're gonna come back, have them try to sustain a fire for 3 minutes using the ferro rod. So that's definitely like my first class. And the ferro rod is one thing that I'm pretty confident with. So even if it's raining, we're gonna do it. I'm gonna teach them how to make fire in the rain. But also as a backup, I'm gonna bring fire starting material just in case it's not like feasible, because it rains a lot in the mountains of Western North Carolina. So we'll see. Am I on TikTok? Yes, I am the Ethnic Explorer on TikTok, and my TikTok is basically much different than like my YouTube, because I teach like survival skills and outdoor skills on TikTok, because it's more of like people want to learn stuff. So I do that on TikTok. You're going west when it's hot, hot. Yes, Phil. I lived in Florida, like Tampa, Florida, which is fairly low in the state. Without AC and like a little mini truck that I had, and it would get up to like 100 degrees with like 95% humidity. And by the time I would get to work, I worked in like this really high end performing arts restaurant. My whole like tuxedo would be like soaked, like I was swimming. But I did it, so I know I can survive out west. I actually have a friend that's out there right now, and she does not have AC either, but she's been like crushing it, just like killing it. So she's in the desert, so it's a lot to learn. Oh yeah, what's up, Larch Larch? Oh yeah, I love to teach like those life-saving skills. Like that's my favorite thing, to just teach that knowledge, have people like learn the lay of the land. So it's just like, I don't know, that's something I'm pretty passionate about, being like self-sustaining and, you know, just having it down when you need to know the knowledge. That's like my thing. Growing up in like rural Virginia, there's not much services or resources here, so you kind of have to be crafty. And I've been doing it like my whole life, so that's like that's like my little thing besides like van life. I love to teach like outdoor skills. It's dry heat out there in the desert. That's what I've been hearing. Like if you can survive like Florida heat, then like people were saying like the desert heat's gonna be like better because your sweat actually cools you down, unlike the humid heat where your sweat does nothing but make you like hot and sticky. Like in Virginia today, well, Virginia is just as humid as Florida actually. It's horrible. And I hate driving around in the summer. I have a spray bottle. I let all my windows down and I take this spray bottle and I just go usually driving with no shirt on. So, where am I off to? And I am in 2 months, like 2.5 months or so. I'm off to the west. I am hitting Colorado first. That is our first stop because my friends from Off Gridish, Lucretia has like a gathering, a herbal gathering that she's attending. So that's one of the reasons they're going out there. But after that, it's like a free for all. We have a huge list, but we don't know what's going to get done on the list and how, funds are looking. So we're going to get as much done as possible, and they're not going to be able to stay like too long. So at a certain point, they'll probably leave, and then I'll be out there like on my lonely, like by myself. So I'm excited for that. I won't be completely by myself because I know other content creators and people that's out there that I can hang out with. So, sorry if I mispronounced your name. Snowdebs. Yes, I. That's my goal the whole time is stay in high elevations because I do want to hit up Colorado 14ers. I really want to summit like a lot of like 14ers once I get acclimated to like the altitude. So we're gonna see. Oh, all right. So yeah, like I was telling everybody else, if the screen freezes or the video just shuts off, it's because I fat fingered something scrolling in the chat, and I'll be right back. I'll start another live. So yeah, that usually happens once in a live stream. So just be prepared for that. Do you ever get your drids refreshed? No, I don't. I do freeform. Like I just let them do whatever they want to. I never do like any maintenance to them. I want it to like raw, like not so like cared for locks because I didn't want to do maintenance to my hair. So I got like, I just let them, do whatever. So my roots will always be like sticking out and whatever, but it doesn't matter, I guess. To me, I just wanted a pretty maintenance free hairstyle. Are are the kids going? Yes, yes. They're off Gridish's son's going. Um, but I don't have any kids. It's like the air is not as thick to me. It's kind of easier to breathe. That's also what I've been hearing. Like it's easier to breathe. So me experiencing the southern heat, high humidity my entire life, I think I'm gonna be good. I think it might actually. I might just be like out like that, just chilling. Will it be your first time hitting west? Pemberley Adventure Box. Yes, that would be my first time leaving the East Coast. I've never left the East Coast my entire life, and I've never been higher than Delaware. But I have been to like all the lower deep south states until you get to Alabama. That's where I've been to Alabama, but that's where that stops at. But I wasn't doing van life at the time. I was just exploring in like my Honda. Cause that was before like I had a van and stuff. You will love the little town of Crestone, Colorado. Check it out. Crestone. I will check that out. Sounds great. Little by little. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Alright. How long you'll be out there? I might catch you out there. Funny plan on hitting the route west to like September. So July, August, September. Who knows? I definitely want to still be out there. Like, if I can, like, find a way to sustain, I will definitely be out there. I want to at least be out there for, at minimum, 3 months. At minimum. Or, like, if I have to, like, stop, at minimum 3 months. But, who knows? I might get out there and I might just be it. Like, I might just be out. All right, let's see. I'm in AVL. Maybe I'll catch you at the gathering. Sending you. Yeah, that would be dope. Yeah, if you see me at the gathering, just be like, just holler at me. Just let me know. I'll be there and I'll be teaching. Hope you enjoy the Kimberly, I know for a fact that I'm going to enjoy the West because the thing is, I know I've probably told a lot of y'all that's been on the channel for a while. So when I was a kid growing up in very, very, very small town, Virginia, like population 500 like my hometown, I was heavy into skateboarding. I was really like one of the only skateboarders. People really were like, what are you doing? Like, skateboarding wasn't a thing, and I was into skateboarding. Um, I was into like action sports, so I had a dirt bike growing up, and then I also like surf, but there was no water to surf, so surf was always like a dream thing to do to me. Um, so I kind of grew up watching like the West Coast culture on TV and absorbing all of that culture instead of like the Southern like conservative culture that's here. So I was always the weirdo. I was always like, I always had that West Coast vibe like here, and people just didn't like it. So That's why I was like the weird person. People are like, you're too adventurous to be from around here. And yeah. So I think once I get, it's always been a dream to go to California or, the West. So once I get out there, I think I'm gonna vibe and like settle in pretty nicely. Also, if any of y'all have any advice or tips for like traveling out west, because I hear there's fewer gas stations. I have a 27-gallon tank in the van, so it's a 500-mile range, but that's with normal tires. I have big off-road tires, so yeah. Kalea, what's up? I think I know you from Instagram too, if you're the person I'm thinking about. Yeah, you'd love it. You got that laid back. See, that's the whole thing. Like, I've always been like laid back and chill, and like people automatically assume that I'm from like the West, because people on the East, they're not too laid back and chill. Like, majority of people are on the go. If you get the chance, try to spend a few days in northern New Mexico. Doug die, yes. I was actually looking at land in New Mexico. At once upon a time, it was a dream to move to New Mexico because I vibe with that state. Like, just, I don't know, it's just something about that state that I kind of vibe with. So, but I realized too, people were telling me like, it's not a lot of water in like the land I was looking for, so. And once you get to Cali, you should stop by the bay. Uh, Yo, sail the Red Witch. Yo, you live in a sailboat. Okay, so that brings up my next thing. So after van life, I had the thought of doing sailing, like just living in a sailboat and sailing. So that may be something. But that's dope. Please keep reminding me, like comment on my videos about that, because I usually have like a lot of things running through my head and then I forget like something. Just keep me accountable on that, because I am coming to the Bay Area. There's another content creator out there in the Bay Area with the same Astro van that does van life too. So that's definitely plans to do a collab. Definitely plans to like meet up, do some videos. So that's gonna be dope. Like literally same van, but with slight nuance differences. Archie, but I never had the opportunity to do a live chat. Selling my house next month. By I live and travel. Maybe one day. Yo, yes. I'm so happy you caught the live, Isabel. We just chill on the live. There's no really like direction. So if you ever have any questions, you just want to spark up random combos, I'm here for it. And that's dope that you are selling that house and hitting the road in an RV. I hope you love it. Oregon Mountains. Yes, I love Oregon Mountains. I'm going to try to summit as much of the not so terrifying like 14ers until I get experience with 14ers. So I have like this contact that I've been chatting with on Instagram. This dude has summited every single 14er in Colorado. Now he's working on like California 14ers. So I've been getting advice. He's been like guiding me which ones I should go for like the beginners and my first time doing it. So I'm excited about that. Y'all gonna see me way up in the sky, yo. That's one of my main reasons of wanting to go out west too, just to hit those massive mountains. Oh, and July is monsoon season in Colorado, so you have to get up like super early and be off of the mountain by like 12 because that's when the storms and stuff roll in. So I do know that. I've been doing my research. I've been getting tips. So good idea to download an app that tells you where the Gas Buddy, I think. I had the app, but then I deleted the app, but now I got to get that app too. Charlotta, yeah. Asia, Strange Days Diary, yeah, she's pretty cool. Isabel, nice, nice. That's amazing. I am so happy that you're getting to do this. Quandary Peak in Colorado is a good 14er to ease into. All right, noted. I'm gonna try to remember that. I got like a list, and I think the guy said Quandary Peak is one on the list, so I'm gonna write all those down. I want to do the 14ers and try to get Khalid from Off Gridish to do a 14er with me. So if y'all want to, just if you follow their channel too, go and encourage them, especially Khalid, to do a 14er with me, because I don't think he's not like a avid hiker, but I know Khalid can do it. I definitely know he can do it. So just put a little bit of pressure on, you know. Uh-oh. All right. I'm gonna stop touching the screen. Yo, speaking of Off Gridish, I don't know if you heard it, but I was just telling the chat that I'm gonna get Khalid to do some 14ers out in Colorado with me, because I have a list of the beginner ones. So, and I told everybody to go and pressure Khalid to join me on a 14er. Phil, a 14er is a 14,000 foot mountain, which is like really, really, really high up. So it's gonna be like amazing. Are you going to Vegas or Phoenix while you're in the West? I think we may, like, if you're hitting from Colorado into California, I think you may have to go through like Las Vegas. So we'll see. It depends on the route. Because I also want to go up to Wyoming to do, what's that national park called? I can't think of the national park right now, but it's got a 14er there that I'm not going to climb, by the way, because the route is like, it's like Owen Spalding route. It's like really treacherous, so I'm not going to do that one for my first 14er. So Grand Teton, that's what it is. Yep. Khalid, yep. Y'all can chill, but yeah, definitely gonna get Khalid up on the mountain. It better be ready for it too. Blending. So happy you could catch a live. It's been a while since I did a live, so I thought I'd hop on tonight because I'm just chilling. And I planned on doing like a 30-40 minute live, but usually I get to talking with everybody, and then the lives go on for like 2 hours. I started later than normal, so Shanice, what's up? I'm so glad you could join it. It's been a minute. It has been a minute. I'm glad to hear from you. All right, let's see. I would like to recommend, and that plays guitar. If you're interested, let me know, and I will send information. Oh, wait. I would like to recommend. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna play bring my guitar, because it takes up like half of my Astro van. That's the reason y'all don't see me like playing it much now, because like it literally takes up half of my Astro van, and I have to store it in the front seat when I'm not driving. And I feel like if somebody drives by at night and see a guitar in the front seat, that might tempt them to kind of like break in or something. So that's what happened. But Pauline, hello. Thank you so much. Thank you. I am very excited about my trip. I'm so excited that like I get this like feeling in my gut, like, yes, I'm ready, let's go. Type of like really excited. And I've been excited for like ever since getting like the funds up to like at least make it out there. Am I planning to hit up Washington? Yes, I'm planning on doing that. That is in the plan. But we're gonna see. Like I was saying before, like it all just depends on the funds and if I can find a way to like sustain. But if I do come to Washington, definitely gonna hit you up. So I have not forgot about you. Oh, you were recommending, Isabel, you were recommending a channel. Gotcha. I thought you were talking about like my guitar. I do need a guitar lately, but I saw this banjo lately. So they have a banjo lately. I would love to have a banjo lately. So I can just sit there and like just rip. Get my straw hat and a little straw in my mouth and just sit there and rip that banjo. He makes it sing. Oh, I think I know who you're talking about, because I think I've seen a video of him on Instagram where he like makes the guitar sing. If so, that's really cool. Like he's really cool. Like I watched some of his stuff. I just didn't know like the name. Yeah, that would be dope. I Yeah, that actually, because I could probably put it up in the storage, because I actually have my ukulele up in the storage, so I could take that out and put the banjo-lele up top in the storage. That would work. Thanks, Shanice. Um, it's been a while. It's been a lot of like, it's been like years. Like I've wanted to do it since I had this van, and like my whole goal was building out this van to like hit up the West Coast so I can explore the vast nature. And that's like, and it's coming true, and it's like yo, this is actually happening. like like oh my gosh, this is actually happening. Samantha, you haven't seen me cook in a while. Well, I got a little conscious about my self-conscious about my subpar cooking. Cause I really don't know how to cook, yo. I really don't. Like, I can cook simple meals. I've been meaning to work on my cooking skills. I know that I can do it with time and practicing it, but also like the filming for YouTube, it never stops. Like, YouTube is such a like a grind. So like the extra time, I do have extra time here and there, so I am going to work on that, especially when I go out west. I'll have more time, I feel like, because if I sit in the van when like raining days, I can, practice that stuff. But yo, thank you so much for the super chat of $4.99. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Isabel, thank you so much for the $19.99. Thank you. I appreciate that so much, y'all. Let's see. Hey James, I'm a little behind in the chat, so it may take me a minute to get to your stuff. It's Nikita. Hey James, what are your plans out west? Any certain highlights you'll be visiting? So that a ton of national parks. So I'm debating on if I should. It probably would be best to get the national parks pass so I can go to all of them. But I do know some of them require like reservations and timed entry and all of that. And I know nothing about that. Being from the East Coast, we can just go into our parks anytime we want to. So I'm probably gonna do that because I don't want to spend so much on the national parks, and that would help me save money. But I definitely want to hit like Grand Teton, all the cool places in Colorado. So many places in Colorado: Redwoods, Crater Lake. It's just so many places. I have a whole Google want to go map. But there's really like, I'm just rolling with it pretty much when I go out there. You're gonna love it. I moved to Southwest from Chicago. Thank you. Yes, I really, really, and I know I'm gonna love it. It's gonna make me love it so much that I'm not gonna want to come back to the East Coast. So, yo, Doughboys, Colorado native. I'm gonna need some tips on Colorado. Like, I do know the monsoon season is in July, late July, when I'm gonna be there. So, planning the 14ers and being off the mountain by 12. So, can't wait for you to start your out west journey. Do you have a GoFundMe link? Yes, Nikita. It's in the description of this video. The GoFundMe link and all of whatever links. It's because when I do a live, I already have like the links automatically set up, but I did add the GoFundMe. Beyond My Garden Gate, what's up? Thank you for tuning in, even if it's just for a minute. It's good to see your presence. Thank you again for y'all donating that super chats. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate that. The weather here is bipolar. Yeah, that's what I hear. So, definitely gonna try to plan more than I do, for hikes here. Arizona native. Yes, Grand Canyon. I want to do the actual hike through the Grand Canyon, so the Rim to Rim Trail. So I'm definitely gonna bring my backpacking gear, cause I'm gonna do multi-day hikes and treks and yeah. But the sad thing is, I have bear spray, right? But it's been expired for like 2 years. So it's probably like water right now. It's probably no good if I get attacked by like a mountain lion or grizzly bear or something. And the grizzly bears do make me nervous. So I definitely want to re-up that bear spray. Thank you, Lucretia, for putting the link in the chat. Thank you. Where's the best place you've been this far? So the best place I've been this far? Ooh, that's hard. So the coastal, when I went on my coastal trip, I went to False Cape State Park, which is in Virginia. That was extremely amazing. I e-biked 8 miles down the beach. It was really cold. It was really windy. The e-bike battery was about to give out on me and high tide was coming up on the beach. This is like a remote beach, so I was almost stuck there. That was kind of scary, and somehow I lost both of my winter gloves, and I didn't even know I lost them until I was looking for them in the van, but they're gone. They're on the beach somewhere. And then Cape Henlope in Delaware. I didn't have much time to explore that, but I absolutely loved Cape Henlope in Delaware. And that was as high up as I was able to go, because at that time there was a lot of winter storms happening, because I went in the winter. I wanted to experience what it was like to be on the coast in the winter, and I can tell you, it's no joke. It is no joke. Utah, yeah, absolutely. Utah is absolutely on the list. I do have to stay aware of the terrain because I know there's a lot of sand in Utah, and I only have a 2-wheel drive vehicle. And I'm not trying to get stuck in the sand, so I'm kind of bummed that I won't really be able to go way out in Utah. So maybe one day, if I make enough doing my content creation, I can lift this van, transfer like a 4x4 front axle into it, and have a full capable van so we can go way out. The further out, the better for me. I love going way out. All right, let me catch up. Noah, what's up? Tuning in from Arkansas. You ever make it to Northwest Ark? Yes, I think we may be coming close to that. I'm not entirely sure if we're going to go through it. We might. I have to look at the map again, but definitely would love to explore something in every state.